And for more on this, we're joined by France 24's James Creedon. James, what's on the agenda there today?
Hi, Monty. Well, we've had the press conference already this morning by the president of MEDEF, the employers' union here, and Geoffrey Roux Le Bézieux. He spoke at the conference as well yesterday. He's really had some very harsh words for energy policy vis-a-vis Russia over the past 30 years, indeed even pointing the finger of blame indirectly at Germany, saying that this dependence on Russian gas has left Europe in a very difficult position now vis-a-vis energy sovereignty and sovereignty more broadly speaking. Interesting that word is coming back again and again in this two-day conference, which, remember, this annual meeting would really have been a free market, I suppose, space for businesses and entrepreneurs to think about French markets, but also global markets. Now we're hearing words like sovereignty, sobriety back on the agenda, and very much it's really a protectionist and discourse and one of economic patriotism. Yesterday we had the Prime Minister really trying to rally French business owners behind this, I suppose, war effort in Ukraine, where France is indirectly involved, supporting Ukraine's war efforts, and the fact that this is now going to have a blowback in terms of energy cuts and gas cuts, which could leave French businesses in a very difficult position this winter. So that's going to be back on the agenda today at various different moments and various different discussions. Indeed, we had already the news this morning that ENGIE, the gas giant here in France, is going to be dealing with further gas cuts from Gazprom. And already there was an indication yesterday that France is more resistant because of French nuclear power than other European countries, but that if it's a cold winter, well, there could indeed be energy cuts, and that could see French businesses in a very difficult position. Now, other things on the agenda today, Monty, I suppose more domestic concerns such as unemployment benefits. The MEDEF, the employers' union, always has a role in negotiating with unions and the government in this regard, and they would like to see a more flexible and, I suppose, less generous unemployment benefits system, and so that is being discussed. And indeed, I suppose this is more on the sidelines of discussions. Emmanuel Macron was in Algeria last week. There is an attempt, I suppose, to put together a week of discussions with Algerian energy companies and Algerian companies more broadly speaking to I suppose, see if that visit by the French president to Algeria last week cannot be built on. Huge gas and oil reserves in Algeria, but Algeria with strengthening ties recently with the BRICS alliance and Turkey. So certainly that is something that is also being discussed on the sidelines of this meeting.
Okay, France 24's James Creedon reporting for us here in Paris. James, thanks a lot.